Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on some of the AI that, well, it pretty much decides what you see online. We're going to look at two really powerful models that you probably use every single day, even if you've never heard of them.
All right, let's start with something we all deal with, right? Your email inbox. How on earth does it know that an email about some once-in-a-lifetime deal is total junk, but a message from your friend is actually important? It's not magic, of course. It's a really clever prediction engine. But the real question is, how does it learn to get so good at it?
Well, the answer to that comes down to a really powerful idea that's actually surprisingly simple. It's all about how we and, machines can update what we believe when we get new information. Okay, so this whole concept is called Bayesian modeling. The easiest way to think about it is it's just a systematic way to get smarter. You start with a hunch, right, a guess, and then as more data rolls in, you adjust your thinking. See, the goal isn't to be perfect right out of the gate. It's all about getting closer and closer to the truth with every single new piece of evidence that comes in.
And you can see why this is a total game changer for businesses, right? I mean, the market is always shifting. A new slang word might pop up in thousands of positive reviews overnight, or spammers cook up a new tactic. These Bayesian models, they let companies adapt on the fly. They can update their predictions with the absolute latest data. And that ability to be dynamic, it's absolutely crucial.
All right, so let's dive into our first model and see exactly how this core idea helps solve a really, really common problem.
Just try to imagine the scale of a company like, say, Google or Amazon. Every single second, they are just bombarded with a tidal wave of data, emails, reviews, customer questions, you name it. To make any sense of it, they have to make predictions. Is this email spam? Is this review a good one? You just can't hire enough people to do that manually. You absolutely need a smart algorithm.
So the solution is an algorithm called naive Bayes. And yeah, it's called naive for a reason. It makes this one simplifying assumption that seems, well, kind of naive. It basically treats every single word in an email as a totally separate, independent clue. It just pretends that seeing the word lottery doesn't make it any more likely you'll also see the word winner. Now, we know that's not true, right? In reality, those words are totally connected. But this little cheat makes the algorithm incredibly fast. And for a lot of business problems, that speed is way more valuable than getting it perfect every single time.
And believe me, this so-called naive approach is an absolute workhorse for business predictions. Yeah, we've talked about spam, but companies use it for so much more. They use it to predict customer sentiment, scanning thousands and thousands of reviews, trying to figure out is the overall feeling positive or negative. They can even use it to classify their own internal documents to predict where stuff should be stored. It really is the perfect tool when you need predictions that are good enough, and you need them like right now.
Okay, so let's shift gears and look at our next model. We're going to see how this one also builds on that same idea of probability, but for a completely different kind of problem, one where the order of things is everything.
So the core idea behind this next model is all about the difference between what we can actually see and what's really going on behind the scenes. It's called a Hidden Markov Model, or HMM for short, and honestly, you can think of it like a detective. It looks at a sequence of clues, the stuff we can observe, to try and predict a hidden reality. So for example, we can observe spoken words, but the HMM is trying to predict the hidden phonetic sounds that actually created them. Or we can observe stock prices going up and down, but it's trying to predict the hidden mood of the market.
So how does this detective actually work? Well, it pieces together a few key clues. First, it knows all the possible hidden states, like a bullish or a bearish market. Then it sees the observations. That's the stock price actually going up or down. But the real magic is in the probabilities. It calculates the chance of the market switching from bullish to bearish and the chance of the price going up while the market is bullish. It's by piecing all these little probabilities together that it can predict the most likely hidden story.
And this is the tech that lets companies make predictions when order is absolutely everything. This is what's powering the speech recognition in your Siri or Alexa, because the order of sounds is what makes a word, right? It's used to predict the grammatical structure of a sentence. And yeah, you guessed it, financial firms use this to try and predict market trends, because a whole sequence of price movements can tell a really important story.
Okay, so we've looked at two really powerful models, naive Bayes and HMMs. But what's super important to get here is that they're built for fundamentally different jobs. So here it is, the key takeaway. Think of it this way. You have two different tools for two completely different jobs. If you just need to put something into a category, you grab naive Bayes. It's a classifier. It sorts things into buckets like spam or not spam. Simple. But
If you need to understand a process or a story where the order of events is the whole point, then you need an HMM. That's for sequence modeling, like predicting the very next word in a sentence.
All right, let's bring this all together. What's the big takeaway from all of this? What does it actually mean for the world around us?
So, what's the big picture here? At the end of the day, these models give us a logical, mathematical way to deal with uncertainty. They're specifically designed to take the messy, incomplete data that we get from the real world, learn from its patterns, and then turn that learning into the powerful predictions that, well, that make our daily technology actually work.
And you know what's funny? Even with all the crazy talk about these giant, super complex new AI systems, these foundational Bayesian models are still absolute workhorses. They're everywhere. From that simple little classifier that protects your inbox to the really complex sequence decoder that understands your voice, these ideas are the essential building blocks of the AI that's all around you.
And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question, doesn't it? I mean, we've taught machines how to predict spam and how to understand spoken words. But as we gather more and more complex data, I'm talking about everything from genetic sequences to climate patterns, what are the next great uncertainties that these amazing prediction engines are going to help us solve?